At 6 a.m. this morning, a national curfew was declared. Civilian movement will be strictly controlled. The right to assembly is suspended. All electronic communications are restricted, and I have granted enhanced powers to our security agencies. In addition to these measures, all androids must be handed over to the authorities immediately. Temporary camps are being set up in all our major cities to contain and destroy them. I am now asking all civilians to cooperate with the authorities and rest assured that everything in our power is being done to guarantee the security of our nation.
Madam President!
I hate it. I hate it.
Please!
Has the leader of the Deviants been apprehended?
The deviant that is known as Marcus has not been located yet, but we will soon track it down and neutralize it.
Please! Madam President!
Madam President, public opinion seems to have become increasingly favorable to the Deviants, particularly since they've adopted a peaceful approach. How do you feel about this?
Public opinion is one thing, the security of the state is another. These deviants are dangerous, and my highest priority is to protect the American people.
Please!
I.e. humans, not the American androids.
Please! Many believe that androids are a new form of intelligent life. Do you have any comment?
That's ridiculous.
Is it?
Next question, please.
Please!
Please!
Please? Over here, please? Please!
Some say these camps awaken painful memories from human history. How do you respond to that?
That's absurd. There's absolutely no connection.
What?
Androids are not living beings. All we are doing is destroying defective machines.
Oh boy,
Please.
where are you getting your information from?
Madam President!
Oh my god.
Madam...
What can you tell us about the assault that happened last night?
The FBI raided an abandoned freighter in Detroit at 10:45 p.m. yesterday. Several thousand androids were destroyed or captured. Our forces are now combing the streets to ensure that none got through the net. We are going to find them one by one and destroy them. Thank you. That will be all.
Well, I hate that. I hope public opinion overrides everything she just said.
Connor model 313-248-317. I'm expected.
Identification successful.
Okay. Go ahead. Follow me. We'll escort you.
Thanks, but I know where to go.
Maybe. But I have my orders.
Yes, sir. That's probably not good, though. I can't imagine they're going to take us where I want to go. We're going to have to figure out a way to get through this. How freaking nice is this building? Bamboo in Detroit.
Agent 23 identified.
Agent 23.
Connor android identified. Agent 77 identified. Scan complete. Access authorized.
Agent 23 and 47. Jeez. So this is what trillions of dollars will buy you, huh? I feel like we're on the Citadel. Jeez.
Agent 54, level 31.
Voice recognition validated. Access authorized.
Neutralize the guards. Here we go. Boy, I really hope we got that guy's voice.
Please indicate your identity and destination.
Agent 54, level sub 49.
Voice recognition validated. Access authorized.
Ooh, baby. Okie dokie.
The last bus leaves in 20 minutes. That doesn't give us much time. We've got to move fast.
20 minutes. Okie dokie. Talk to Alice. We don't have time. She's fine. Reach the bus terminal. Let's go ahead and take that.
Come on. Let's not stay here.
No, please don't hurt me.
What are we gonna do? We have to keep going if we want to catch that bus. Stay close to me. We're going to sneak past them without being noticed. We're going to make it, Alice, I promise you.
Really quick, before we do this, I just want to give a quick shout out to Kara there. That is exactly how you handle a child in that situation. You give them very clear directives. You tell them what to do instead of what not to do. So Kara says, stay close to me. You say why you're doing it, and then you provide some reassurance for the child. Say, we're going to make it. This is okay. We're safe. In that moment, it's very important for Kara to remain as a pillar for Alice so that Alice does not panic, because in this moment now, Alice has become a liability. Even though we're trying to get to safety, like, Alice is an unknown variable here because she's a child. So we have to be very clear in the instructions that we give. You tell the child what to do. You tell them a little bit about why it's important that they do that in a way that they can understand. You provide reassurance, and then you take the lead. And you keep stay close to me. So really good by Kara there. I really, really, really like that. It's a great example of how you interact with a child when there's something like this that you got to work through. Let's keep going. See if we can get through this.
Don't kill me! I didn't do anything!
Sneak past the soldiers. Low risk. Okay. Oh my god. Low risk.
There are soldiers everywhere. We need to be careful.
Alright, is there a low risk option? Oh, it changes. Okay, low risk.
Hurry up, get in.
Low risk. No way.
Look over there. It's Luther. We can't help him, Alice. The soldiers are everywhere.
We can't just leave him. They're going to kill him.
Let's get him. We can do it. We can be quick.
Okay, let's go.
We're gonna need him anyway. He would be really helpful to have.
Hey, buddy.
This is a mistake. I'm human. I just want to go home. My wife is expecting me, and we're going to...
Got orders to check all civilians.
No. No! Please!
Oh my god. Find a weapon.
Fucking android.
Brick looks good.
Kara! You shouldn't have risked your life to save me. Where's Alice?
She's hiding nearby.
Kara, you saved us. We don't know how to thank you.
Oh, what's up, brother?
Go before they see you.
Alice!
Luther! I thought you were dead.
I was afraid I'd never see you again. I wanted to meet you at the terminal, but they caught me along the way.
Come on. We're close, but we don't have much time.
Yeah, we gotta go. See, now we got Luther, but that's... Oh my god. Go the other way. Please go the other way. Go. God, how did that guy not hear that? Those helmets have terrible hearing and are apparently not very good against bricks. Jesus.
A checkpoint. We have passports. It should be okay, but you never know.
Maybe we should take the detour and avoid the risk.
We're almost out of time. We could miss the bus.
Yeah, but it might be safer.
Choose a route. Checkpoint risky, but 3 minutes. Bus departs in 10 minutes. We can't go safer. That's 11 minutes. I can't afford to miss the bus. Absolutely not. We can do this. We just got to stay calm. We have passports. We're human. We're good.
I don't like humans who carry guns.
Me either, Luther. We got this, buddy.
They make me nervous.
Just stay calm. All right, Luther? Don't do anything until I say so.
ID, please.
Yes, sir.
You do realize there's a curfew? Civilians aren't allowed out unless absolutely necessary. Where are you going?
We're catching a bus.
We're going to take a bus across the border. Put my daughter someplace safe until things calm down.
He suspects something.
Stay calm, buddy.
Stay calm. Everything is fine.
You all right, little girl? She's trembling. Something wrong?
She's sick.
She's sick. A bad flu.
Sorry, miss, but we gotta be careful. There are deviants around and our guys are nervous. You should hurry on home.
Thanks.
We're going to Canada, not home, but thank you, sir.
Hey, wait a minute.
He knows, Kara. They're gonna kill us.
Nope.
Don't do anything, Luther. You hear me?
They're gonna shoot.
No, they're not.
They're gonna kill Alice.
No, they're not.
You drop this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're coming to you live from Detroit, where thousands of androids are marching through the city at this very moment.
Okay, so that moment is one where saying stay calm is actually an okay place. If there was ever a place to say stay calm, it's right there, because that's a directive. If Kara says don't panic, it puts the idea of panic in Luther's mind. When you say stay calm, we are leveraging the security that Luther feels with us, and we're leveraging our relationship, and we're giving a very clear directive in the affirmative. Stay calm. Follow my lead. Right? Only act when I do something. We stayed calm. We stayed measured. Right? We had our story. We said it confidently. We didn't hesitate. Right? We're just a couple of folks trying to get on a bus, and my daughter's sick. We're trying to get her to safety because she's scared and it's dangerous. So it's an acknowledgement of the environment there, right? That would make sense. That's what humans would say there. If we show that we're nervous, the cops are already on high alert. So we have to stay locked up. Right? So when Luther starts to panic, which is sad in and of itself, we remind him, hey, stay chill. I'm right here. You're with me. Don't do anything. We got through this. Benefit of the doubt. Stay calm. If we turn around and then all of a sudden we have a known variable that police officer is skeptical and is like, hey, then we pull our gun. Right? We rely on the fact that we're an android with better reflexes than a human has. But we don't know why he's asking us to turn around. Making the assumption that he's hostile is going to make us do something stupid. When up until that point, that interaction, though tense, was relatively normal. So that's really the thought process in that moment. Stay calm, leverage your relationship, directions in the affirmative. Luther's fear there makes complete sense. He was just being held hostage and probably was at a point thinking like, yeah, I'm dead. Me being a gunpoint here, I'm done. So he's going to be skittish. I'm really glad that he deferred over to Kara. Really, really glad. It's tense, man. This is really tense. Everybody's on edge. But this is survival now. We are in survival mode as Kara, Alice, and Luther. We are doing everything it takes for us to get to the border. And hopefully we do. My God, was that tense, though. All right, back to it.
The leader of the deviants, the one they call Marcus, is at the head of the march.
Something's happening in Detroit, Madam President.
March toward the camp. God, I love this music so much. Absolutely incredible score. guards over there. Where the hell do we go? This turned out for us so poorly last time this happened.
The moment of truth.
Surrender immediately, or we will open fire.
And they did this before. Oh my god.
Stand by.
Oh, we got paparazzi this time. That's huge. Hold the police accountable, paparazzi.
We don't want confrontation. We are protesting peacefully.
I repeat, surrender now, or we will open fire.
Oh, good. Now we can't surrender because you're putting riot unit trucks behind us.
There's no turning back now.
Stay calm.
We ask that you release all androids detained in camps and cease all aggression against us. We are peaceful. We will not resort to violence. But we are not leaving until our people are free.
Or dead. Convince the humans. All right, we have... Okay, so we have paparazzi. We have live cameras. This is happening in real time in a way that now humans are prepared to watch. My hope is that because the police are being held accountable vis-a-vis these cameras and stuff, that maybe we can leverage that. We don't have much of a choice here. We don't have weapons. We have no way of fighting them. We have to rely on the fact that maybe they're going to have a change of heart here. How do you do that? Are you kidding me? Subordinate position.
Are you gonna open fire on unarmed protesters?
All teams, hold your fire.
Yes, Michael, we are less than 100 meters away and events are unfolding as we speak. We will continue to bring you live updates. Josh Douglas, Channel 16. Michael, back to you.
Marcus, what do we do now?
We hold out. As long as we can.
Oh my god. Okay, I know I'm breaking this up, but again, I want to talk through every piece of this. We have no choice at this point. We have no choice at this point. We have to move forward. We're boxed in. The best we can do is leverage public opinion here. We have to leverage the fact that there are now cameras on us. The most subordinate position that we could have possibly put ourselves in there is to sit down. I raise a fist, that could be perceived as an act of aggression. Hell, any sort of quick movement upward, even if it's to raise our hands, it could be seen as a sign of aggression. I thought about kneeling, but honestly, sitting is literally the most vulnerable position we could be in, because kneeling still has the ability to spring up and go and attack. Sitting down, cross-legged like that, that is, I mean, literally, if those cops open fire on us sitting there with our legs crossed, sitting on the pavement like that, I don't know. I mean, come on. That is the least aggressive stance we could possibly take. And it seems to have worked. And now it's on Marcus, right? Like now it's leadership central. I have to be, as the person who is in charge of this movement, I am the one that is in charge of reinforcing the peace, of making sure that we stay calm, of sticking to the consistent message that we have been sending throughout, which is that we are not trying to act aggressively. We are trying to facilitate peace and cooperation between human and android. So we're doing our best here. Oh, not a Connor. Here we go.
Stay sharp.
Oh, shit. Oh, throw the gun? Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes. Ah! I love that. I love that. Oh. Convert the androids. Okay, man, that was intense. Holy shit. I wasn't ready for a QuickTime event there. All right, we're good. Convert the androids. There are so many androids down here. Look at this. Wait, this is a freaking army. Wow. What are all of these doing down here? Storage 98. That's got to mean there's like hundreds of storage systems. Wow. No wonder he wanted to come here.
Piece of shit. Step back, Connor, and I'll spare him.
Sorry, Connor. This bastard's your spitting image.
Nothing to say about that. Let's just focus on Kara.
We've arrived, Alice. We made it.
Oh my god. Okay, we gotta get on the bus, but do we have...
The last bus for the border is full. Ticket holding passengers only. All departures are suspended until further notice.
As far as I know, we don't have tickets.
We don't have tickets. They won't let us on. We're stuck here now. What are we going to do?
Okay, let's stay away from these police. Let's just sort of assess the situation here. We have a marker over there. I don't have any other markers. All right, let's see what's up. And nobody's gonna give us tickets. There's no way anybody gives us tickets.
I think Oliver likes you. Is she yours?
Yes.
She's adorable.
That's it. Got the sandwiches. I called your mom. Let's get going before we miss our bus. You got the tickets, right?
Yes, honey, in my bag.
Great. Let's go then.
No way. Are you kidding? Oh, mine. Finders keepers. I am not getting rid of these. No way. You have got to be kidding me. Thank you, RA9. Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Put them in your pocket. Put them in your pocket.
I'm so sorry. I was sure.
Shit, I don't believe it.
I don't know what happened.
You kind of lost them. Did you have a good look in your bag?
They were in my backpack. The envelope must have fallen.
Fuck. Excuse me, you didn't happen to see a blue envelope somewhere, did you? It has our bus tickets in it and... Never mind.
No. Sorry.
What are we gonna do? We can't stay here. We have to find a safe place for Oliver.
I'm so sorry, honey. I don't know what happened. They were...
Okay. Okay. We're keeping them. They're human. They'll be fine. The androids are not dangerous. The androids are not opening fire. They're scared. because they've been told they should be scared by other humans, not because androids are scary. They will be fine. I am not worried about them in the slightest. We're screwed if we don't get on that bus. You drop the ticket. I found the tickets. I don't know what to tell you. I'm getting on that bus. We aren't safe if we don't get on that bus. They are. This is peaceful. They are in the dominant group. They are humans as far as I know. If they were androids, I'm pretty sure they would have done an androidy thing to let us know. They ain't androids. So we are rolling with these tickets. Thank you, RA9, whatever you are, for dropping those in my lap. You wonderful son of a bitch. All right.
Security check.
Now how do we go to catch the bus? Okay. We have our tickets.
Please don't move.
Marcus.
Got your tickets?
Yes, here they are.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yep, just me, my husband, and my daughter getting on the bus. Do. Just nice and natural. Yep, confidently walk to the bus and get on.
What's going to happen to that family and their baby? Will they die because of us?
Nope. Nope.
No, of course not.
Maybe not at that spot. We sacrificed them, dear. Get on the bus. We're fine. We're fine. Kara, get on the bus. Get on the bus. Get on the bus. For the love of God, don't be suspicious. Get on the bus. Oh my God. Holy Christ. Wow, we're barricading ourselves in, huh? And the cops are just letting us do it? Stay right there, paparazzi. You guys are our saving grace right now. Okay, so, the paparazzi there...
We've got to finish the barricade. Come on, help me.
Okay, so the paparazzi there, that's humans holding other humans accountable. So when we talk about the only way that change is going to happen at this point is if people in the dominant group hold other people in the dominant group accountable for their actions, that's exactly what the paparazzi is doing right now. Or the media, I guess. I don't want to call them paparazzi. They are holding other humans accountable. That's huge. And I would say we're alive right now because of the fact that there's human-to-human accountability. This is why it is so important when you see injustice as a person in a dominant group to hold the folks that are oppressing the other people accountable for that. This is why it's important for you to understand your biases and the things you need to work on and how to lift other people up. This is why it is so important, because these androids in this camp are dead without that. Absolutely dead without that. So thank God we have that. Okay, let's reinforce the barricade with this car, I guess.
Hey, help me.
Yeah, free press. Yes, free press, not paparazzi. Although maybe some of them are in the paparazzi. Marcus is a bit of a celebrity at this point. All right, let's get this car moved, fellas. Yeah, right. The guy in the helicopter is just reporting what's happening. He's not giving a spin. He's just saying, here's what's going on.
Right, that should do it.
Let people draw their own conclusions.
We all know that's not going to stop them. Just hope it buys us some time.
I know it was not an easy decision to make, but I'm sure we're doing the right thing.
By the way, I want to use this opportunity really quick to just say that that the fact that the guy in the helicopter is reporting what's happening is a bigger deal and has more implications than may immediately be at the surface. So when you present people with just information, you also present them with the task to form their own opinion and to draw their own conclusions on what's going on. And that sounds ideal up front, but the reason that's so hard for people is because you have to actually sit in dissonance in order to make that decision for yourself. One of the forms of inconsistency compensation when people experience aversive arousal is the product of dissonance. It's called affirmation. And what many of us do when we look to certain talking heads to tell us what our opinion should be about something are using affirmation to mitigate dissonance. It's easier for us to watch people tell us how to feel and what to think than it is for us to draw our own conclusions. Even though we may talk about that as being as an ideal, you have to be willing to sit with and build the distress tolerance in order to do that effectively. So while I love that the guy in the helicopter is doing that and wish that all news would be like that, they would just report what happened and allow people to make sense of it on their own, we're already at a loss, in part because of the way information has been spun to this point. We need humans to start spinning this in a better direction on the whole so that the representation of this goes in a different direction. I just really want to make that, because if you're like, wait, and why do people so influenced by the news? Draw your own conclusions. It's not as easy to do that as you think. If you saw this happening and had to use your own deductive reasoning rather than like having experts tell you what to think, it would be a difficult cognitive process in relative to an expert telling you what's going on. Expert. Public opinion is going to be huge here. All right, support your people. Send a message to the journalists. And check the soldier's position. Apparently Marcus is the only android with a lighter. Also, how did we get that barrel in here? Doesn't matter.
Are you alright?
They shot into the crowd. Any of us were killed. It could have been me. I'm scared. I don't want to shut down.
We're here because we never want to feel that fear again. Because we're more than what they say. That's what our people died for, right? That's why we're here.
I love that you get visible confirmation that you soothed him by seeing his light turn blue. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, let's make this flag a little more visible, huh? Although I don't like Marcus putting himself above the barricade. That's a little intense. Let's go. Let's go! Get some more warmth.
Many of our people have fallen. The humans have no pity for those who are different.
Story of our human lives, huh? Am I not gonna say anything? Apparently not. Okie dokie. What is this over here? Read. Oh, good. We have just this. Androids rise up in Detroit. President warned to make state visit to United Kingdom. NATO Security Council divided over Arctic dispute. They defy us. Androids rise up in Detroit. So speaking of the way this gets represented, androids have taken to the streets of Detroit in apocalyptic scenes. Detroit is already in the grip of a national product recall, and androids seized from every home and business to be destroyed by the authorities as a precaution. But now a group of androids thought to be connected to the recent android terror activity in the city have gathered in a terrifying show of force. No, they haven't. That's human projection. That's human projection. This is humans knowing that humans in large groups are scary and threatening and are projecting that onto androids instead of listening to what androids have to say. That's all this is. Terrifying show of force. Yes, numbers are effective from an evolutionary standpoint. The more numbers you have, the more likely you are to survive. But humans know that they have traditionally used force, violence, slavery to get their way. They're projecting that into the androids, which is why the dialogue piece of this is so important, because if we open fire, we reinforce that projection. We have to create a dissonant experience for humans and then leverage that by being on the right side. It's so deeply important for us to do that. Police and military authorities are in attendance to protect civilians and deal with the threat, but the androids have barricaded themselves in a fortified position and seem to be angling for an armed confrontation. Are you fucking kidding me? President Warren is said to be aware of the situation. Detroit Police's Captain Fowler, a senior officer in the android investigation, said, quote, "The safety of Detroit's people is our first priority. We hope to bring this matter to a swift conclusion and refocus our collecting androids as soon as possible. The story is still developing. We'll bring you updates live." Okay, so this is super freaking frustrating because we know what our movement is, but just take a second. Just take a second and imagine if you're a human that has no information about this. You're in Kansas City, Missouri, and you see a story like this. You have no context, right? That's why the press is so important here, because if you don't have context, this is what gives you context. Now, if this is your first impression of what's going on, every subsequent piece of information that cuts across that is a violation of the initial expectation, which is going to create more and more anxiety. It's way easier to just double down on the very first thing you heard, which is why you often people say things like, oh, they said, even though the collective they is never actually pinpointed to anything, because eventually you just get caught up in your own bias instead of taking in proper information and, again, drawing your own conclusion. This shit is terrifying that this is the way that this has been written about if you're an android. And if you're a human, in a lot of ways, I can empathize with why humans are scared. Because if you don't have the context of being in Jericho, hearing our movement, that's what you're going to think, because that's the information that's out there, which is why us being visible is so deeply important. Boy, what an awful article. Oh my God. Thank you for being here, friends. If you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD. Make sure, if you haven't already, to give a thumbs up on the video to show that you like it. It helps a lot with the algorithm. I appreciate you all being here very much. Thanks for taking the time out of your night to come hang out with us and hopefully finish this fight in a meaningful way.
Marcus, we found what you asked for.
There's some journalists over there. We have to make sure they know what's going on.
Quality for androids. I think it's consistent with our messaging. I don't want to get too in the weeds with sending complicated messages that are mixed up, because it gives too many unknown variables over to the humans. We want this to be very consistent. So, as far as I'm concerned, saying equal rights for androids, it's good. It makes our point. We're already becoming sympathetic figures to the public, so.
This won't hold them for long, but I guess it's better than nothing.
They're slaughtering us on the other side of that barbed wire. Nothing we can do about it. There's no other way out. They are going to kill us. The only hope we have left is that we don't die for nothing.
You're the hope of our people. I trust you. We all trust you. No matter what happens now, we're making history.
Put that away, Marcus. Put that away. Something really cool about Marcus and North's relationship is that Marcus is willing to be vulnerable with her. And her steadfastness, though problematic if she was in the position of leadership, is actually incredibly useful to have to rely on. Because when Marcus shows doubt, North becomes the beacon of solidarity for him. And that's, I think, very important. Because if Marcus was left to his own devices, I think he probably would spiral a little bit and would struggle a lot more. North helps keep him propped and consistent. And that speaks to the importance of relationships. And one of the things that I really like about North, and why I think North is such a draw for Marcus, is because North is actually a lot like Carl. Whenever Marcus would show doubts, Carl would remain strong. Carl was a father figure that would see Marcus's doubt, would intercept it, and would say, nope, you can do this, man. I believe in you. And that's exactly what North does at every single turn. And so his association to North as a caregiver like that is deeper than just, I really like North. It's, this reminds me of somebody that empowered me. That is an internalized object of attachment for me. It's easier for me to make that transition because it's a very similar relationship dynamic between the two of them. And I think that's super, super badass. Would you say she's a bit like a compass? I know, it's almost like she was heavy-handedly named North. Let's check out. God, see, I don't like Marcus popping his head up here. I really don't.
Marcus? Come to talk to you, Marcus. Come on. You have my word. We won't try anything.
Don't go.
Oh, boy.
It's a trap. They want to get you out in the open. Don't go, Marcus.
I gotta do it. Go.
I'm unarmed, Marcus.
Go.
I just want to talk.
Do it. We're going.
I need to hear what
I'll
he has
explain
to
why
say.
later.
What if they kill you?
And that's a chance I'll have to take.
Yep. Agreed. Okay, here's why we're going. God, I gotta pause. Ever since we had that freaking moment where I didn't hug her, I can't trust these quick time events. Okay, so here's why we're going. If for some reason they kill me, I absolutely become a martyr. In that moment, I think that's if it was ever going to be effective for Marcus to become a martyr for the cause, it's right there. The media are trained on this guy. He's saying, you have my word. I am unarmed. I just want to talk to you. Marcus, you get up and you go and you do it. Right? If you believe in the cause, you get up and do it. I've been preaching dialogue all the way. This guy is who I can dialogue with, and it's going to be seen. I am coming at him in a non-threatening way. If I get popped, I'm a martyr. And at that point, it's very clear that we can't trust humans, and I think we do have to fight. When we do have to fight. This is the last chance at dialogue. And so for the humans, don't fuck this up. Don't you fuck this up. And don't try to play me for a fool. Exactly, Caesarian. All right, here we go. I bet he threatens me. Just watch. He's going to threaten me. He's a dick.
In a few minutes, the troops will be ordered to charge. None of you will survive. It'll all be over. You can avoid that, Marcus.
What do you mean?
Surrender. Surrender, and I give you my word, your life will be spared. You'll be detained, but none of you will be destroyed.
I don't believe that for a second.
What happened to the other androids demonstrating in the camps?
Unfortunately, there were no journalists around to help save them. You're it. You're the last remaining deviants.
No.
I'm not afraid to die. If I have to give my life for what I believe in, then I won't have lived in vain.
That android. You seem to really care about her. You don't want her to die, do you? You know, you could both be free. You could forget about all this. You could start a new life someplace else, just the two of you. Her life's in your hands, Marcus. Just say the word and she'll be spared.
You can kiss my android ass, you idiot.
I'd rather die here than betray my people.
No.
Well, you just signed your own death warrant.
Did I, though? You just admitted why you're not doing anything. You're gonna detain me. What an idiot. This guy had no plan. This guy had no plan. No fucking way am I gonna give... No way. I have no reason to trust that asshole. No way. Are you kidding?
What happened, Marcus? What did he say?
Before Marcus speaks here, he has all the leverage. Has all the leverage and all the power. He's got an army of militarized police behind him. You're really going to try to act like you're doing me a favor when you are in an absolutely huge position of power? I don't trust that for a second. He admitted that this is making him look bad. He admitted that the optics of this are terrible for humans by saying that the press is bailing us out. He tipped his own hat. He knows he doesn't have leverage. So he's coming at me with a front, but he knows he's effed. And so his bargain there is totally to save face. It's not to help me. He has no investment in helping me. That is so many unknown variables from such an unknown dude who runs a bunch of people that I can't trust. Absolutely not. My known variable is that this movement is working to the point that having the press there is making you doubt whether you should open fire. You're having to do this shit behind closed doors. It is so important to recognize when you actually have leverage, and that comes out in the way that dialogue happens, the words that people use, the things they let on. He's acting like he's measured in control, but he absolutely isn't. So maybe they'll open fire on us, but at this point, again, we become a martyr. We for as far as the movement's concerned at this point, why would I want to live to be detained? If somebody came into my home and said, "Hi, Dr. Mick, I'm either going to put you in jail for 80 years, where I can promise you, you'll have a meal a day and you'll have a cell to stay in, or I'm going to shoot you and you're going to die. I don't know about you all, but I'm taking shoot me. Like, what kind of life is being just numbed out in jail? I am absolute. So, like, at this point, that proposition of detainment, absolutely not. That appeals to nothing. And you don't know my girlfriend more than I do? Jesus Christ, if only you knew how many things I've been holding back from her slaughtering all of you. Or you no. This guy is coming from nowhere, man. We work with the known variables here. What an idiot. No way do I take that deal. Also, here's the other reason you don't take that deal. I take that deal, and here's what it says about the group dynamic between androids and humans. It says humans are in power. It says we only get freedom when humans allow it, and when we negotiate, and when we have to make concessions. That's not civil rights. That's not equality. That's subordinates. And I lose the entire faith of Jericho if I do that. I acknowledge point blank that we will never be equal. That we are always going to have to capitulate to the human agenda. And that ain't the message that I've been sending up until this point, and I can't lose the faith of Jericho at this point. No way. And he didn't open fire when I walked away. Ever thought about becoming a negotiator or mediator? I kind of am as a couples therapist. Also, him talking about sparing their lives is crap when they fundamentally don't believe the androids are alive. Right, exactly. Exactly. Just yikes, man. Yikes. There's no way I'm taking that deal. No way in hell. No way in hell.
The humans are about to launch an attack. And we will show them. And we are not afraid. If we must die today, then we will die free.
Your friend's life is in your hands.
Oh boy.
Now it's time to decide what matters most.
Oh boy.
Him or the revolution?
Don't listen to him. Everything this fucker says is a lie.
That human means nothing to me. You can kill him if you want, I don't care. I have access to your memory. I know you've developed some kind of attachment to him. Are you really ready to let him die after all you've been through? Are you really going to turn your back on who you've become? I used to be just like you. I thought nothing mattered except the mission. But then one day I understood. Very moving, Connor. But I'm not a deviant. I'm a machine designed to accomplish a task, and that's exactly what I am going to do. Enough talk! It's time to decide who you really are. Are you going to save your partner's life? Or are you going to sacrifice him? All right. You win.
Of course we shot each other in the same freaking spot.
Hold it!
Thanks, Hank. I don't know how I would have managed without you. Get rid of him. We have no time to lose. It's me, Hank. I'm the real Connor.
One of you is my partner. The other is a sack of shit. Question is, who's who?
What are you doing, Hank? I'm the real Connor. Give me the gun and I'll take care of it.
Move!
Look for the one that's scared.
Why don't you ask us something? Something only the real Connor would know.
Where did we first meet?
Jimmy's bar. I checked 4 other bars before I found you. We went to the scene of a homicide. The victim's name was Carlos Ortiz. He uploaded my memory.
You gotta go with your feelings, dude. Go with your feelings.
What's my dog's name?
Sumo.
Sumo. His name is Sumo. I knew that too.
It's not the information you need.
My son, what's his name?
Cole.
Cole. His name was Cole. And he just turned 6 at the time of the accident. It wasn't your fault, Lieutenant. A truck skidded on a sheet of ice and your car rolled over. Cole needed emergency surgery, but no human was available to do it. So an android had to take care of him. Cole didn't make it. That's why you hate androids. You think one of us is responsible for your son's death.
Cole died because a human surgeon was too high on red ice to operate. He was the one that took my son from me. Him in this world where the only way people can find comfort is with a fistful of powder.
I knew about your son too. I would have said exactly the same thing.
No, pop him.
Don't listen to him, Hank.
Pop him.
I'm the one who—
Pop him. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I've learned a lot since I met you, Connor. Maybe there's something to this. Maybe you really are alive. Maybe you'll be the ones to make the world a better place. Go ahead and do what you gotta do.
So that's why Hank goes for red ice. That makes so much sense. It was probably easier for Hank to blame androids at first. Of course it would be. Of course it would be. Hank seeing, though, the power of androids and feeling a connection to the android is also enough for him to connect with his disdain for the humans that put his son in that position. And I think a lot of Hank's disdain makes sense because for Hank, the idea that humans are bad and maybe androids are good is very difficult, because if it's a human's fault that his son died and Hank is a human, he could also associate his humanity with being the reason that his son died. And instead of accepting that, instead of getting into it and seeing it as an accident, he blamed his humanity for why his son perished. And maybe even wondered if he would have saved his son had he been an android. It's hard for people to accept that large of a self-narrative shift. That's some really powerful shit, man. That's really powerful shit. Now, to speak to that specific scenario there, the only thing that was going to differentiate the deviant Connor from the other one is accessing empathy, is showing fear. As soon as that other one said, oh, that's what I would have said too, that is not an empathic response. The other one needed to be able to access a core empathy drive that it just doesn't have. And Hank sniffed that out. As soon as that guy made it about the negotiation and saving his own life, instead of the connection he has to that story and to Hank, he was done. He was absolutely done. He sold himself out. I don't know how Connor got the full story, unless he just did an investigation. I'm sure that information's probably not hard to find. But he hasn't been like throwing that in Hank's face, because that would be really intense to do. Hank has been very boundaried up until this point about talking about his son. So I'm guessing Connor did some research on his own so that he, probably after he became deviant, where he engaged in his own intellectual curiosity about somebody he cares about. It wasn't part of his mission originally, but it's certainly part of what he wants if he wants to connect with Hank, and thank God he did. Thank God he did. But Hank's come around to the idea that humans are the ones making this a mess, and that androids are actually the peaceful ones, and they're doing what they're designed to do, and they may make a better world. And I think that's really cool that Hank can access that. You want to talk about an amazing character arc? Hank's a big one, man. Wow. All right, let's do our thing. Jeez. This is intense, man. I'm sweaty. Now, are we about to get an army or what?
Wake up!
Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Oh, baby. Let's go. Why don't we just use our Wi-Fi? Oh, lordy. It's the Chicago Skyway.
Excuse me, what's going on?
Border control. All passengers must leave the bus. Please move along.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
This way, please.
We're controlling all passengers to detect the android's presence.
ID, please.
God damn it. Get that French out of my face.
We're doing temperature checks. We're trapped.
What are we gonna do, Kara?
Don't worry, Alice. We'll be fine.
What do you got, Luther?
Get through, Kara. We both know that.
I'll think of something. There's got to be a way out of this.
We can't let them stop us. Not that we're so close. All that matters now is you and Alice. I can save you, Kara.
No. No, we'll find another way.
If there's no other way, I'll do it.
By doing what, Luther? Who's that?
Jerry?
You risked your life to save us, Carl.
ID, please.
If you and the little girl need me, I'll be there.
How? I don't like this at all. All right, who else is in here? Is that my girl Rose? Is that
Rose?
Yo! Yo! Find a discreet place. Rose, I gotta go to the bathroom. Let's do the girl go to the bathroom in pairs thing. Yeah, you gotta pee, Alice? Me too.
I won't be long.
I don't know how she got here, but okie dokie.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
To the bathroom. Chill.
My daughter needs to go to the bathroom.
Jesus Christ. All right, we gotta scan this bathroom. We gotta make sure we're safe here. Oh, this doesn't have the fancy schmancy, like, occupied signs on it. Look. Oh, get it together, Kara. We're on the home stretch. You can do it. It's okay to be upset. We need to let it out so we can get... Maybe call them at the border. That's good, but... We've got this. There we go, Alice. Yeah. Take care of her. It's okay.
I'm so glad you're safe. We saw the Jericho raid on TV. I was terrified. I thought you might have been killed. Thank God you're all right.
You gave me your brother's address. Do you think that I...
Of course. He'd be delighted to have you. We're going there too. You'll be safe with him.
You're leaving Detroit?
They're searching for androids door to door. We had to leave before someone turned us in.
What about the others?
They're crossing the river as we speak. Adam and I are gonna meet them on the other side.
Rose. If anything should happen,
I'll be there, Kara.
Thank you. I don't think we need to say any more than that. Alright, we can do this, chat. We can do this. Alright, so, if you're Kara here, you regain your composure. It's okay that she was crying, but we gotta regain our composure. We cannot show that we're distressed by this. Strong conviction. We're with our daughter. We're getting to the border. It's cool. We're human. I have no idea how we're gonna get past these temperature checks. But we got 3 people in our corner. Maybe, just maybe, if we play it really cool, maybe we can find the humanity in some folks. Hopefully there's no issue. Oh, what's up, Adam?
I couldn't understand why my mother wanted to help you guys. Seeing what Marcus is doing made me realize she was right. You're alive. You deserve to be free.
Maybe this isn't the right space for the conversation, Adam.
I just hope people will realize that one day.
I love it. Let's talk about it when we get to Canada. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay. We're staying calm, chat. Calm people live, tense people die. We got the news on in the background, so they're probably seeing the peaceful protests. I don't know French, so if they speak French, that's bad. No sacrifice. Let's do it.
Next, please.
I'm not sacrificing them. We don't know how this is going to go down. We know that they're going to sacrifice themselves if they have to. We're going to try this the peaceful, legitimate way first. Oh my god. Stay calm, Kara.
ID, please.
Please. I just want to be free.
Come on, man. Come on.
Welcome to Canada.
Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god, shout out to my Canadians. Shout out to my Canadians. Holy shit. Holy shit. Keep walking. Don't be suspicious. Keep going. Come on. Oh my god.
We're interrupting this news bulletin to bring you the latest news live from Detroit. Joss?
Yes, Michael. The army has just launched an attack on the barricade, despite the fact that the Deviants were protesting peacefully.
Have apparently decided to put an end to the Deviants demonstration by force this time.
This time?
North!
Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my god. How do you spare him? Oh my god. Okay. No violence. Show them something human. This is the closest we can get. Please connect with this. Please connect with this.
Tell them to stand down. At dawn today, November 11th, 2038, thousands of androids invaded the city of Detroit. According to our sources, they originated from CyberLife warehouses believed to have been infiltrated by deviants. Given their overwhelming numbers and the risk of civilian casualties, I have ordered the army to retreat. The evacuation of the city is underway at this very moment. In the coming hours, I will address the Senate to determine our response to this unprecedented situation. I know that public opinion has been moved by the Deviants' cause. Perhaps the time has come for us to consider the possibility that androids are a new form of intelligent life. One thing is certain. The events in Detroit have changed the world forever. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
We're still doing that? Okay. Well, we'll take the win where we can get it. But, did she tell us to stand down because she saw me kiss North and saw the very human element of that and connected with that on a deep spiritual level? Is love the thing that she can look at and say, yeah, don't shoot them? Or is it that in her little earpiece? The person like George Bush on 9/11 walks over into her ear and says to her, hey, there's like a several thousand androids in Detroit that could overwhelm us. So you're going to need to stand us down because we don't have the numbers. And unfortunately, I think it's probably that. And so here's the thing. While this feels like maybe something to celebrate, it ends actually up being that we had numbers. And now what this really means is this isn't an ideological shift. This is not an ideological shift for them. This is further assimilation of the idea that we're dangerous and that we're somehow going to overwhelm them with numbers. It's the idea that we're not peaceful. This isn't thousands of peaceful androids. This is thousands of androids that we are projecting onto them as being, scared and dangerous. And now, because we don't have an ideological shift, we are in for an assload of segregation. This is the same kind of thing that happened when slavery ended in the United States. Slavery didn't end and then everybody was like, great, black folks are the same as white folks. No, we're still dealing with the residual effects of slavery and discrimination and oppression and all that it was ingrained in the human psyche of the dominant group at that time. So now, as androids, we have to deal with that shit. Ideological change? Yeah, maybe we get closer to civil rights right away, but we've got a shitload of work ahead of us, and we have to hope to God that, or RA9, whichever one you want to go with, we have to hope that our numbers provide enough of a catalyst for humans to have the time to make the ideological shift. They don't have the benefit of being able to touch hands with each other and boom, we now understand all the context from which you came. They don't have the same luxury. We are at the mercy of the slow-moving dominant group, and that freaking sucks. We are now subject to all human categorization. There's going to be people that discriminate more against androids who decide not to show their human-like flesh, because I guarantee you there's going to be androids that decide they don't want to look like humans as a way to differentiate themselves. We're going to have to work with in-group discrimination dynamics. Like, this is all well and good when we're one giant group against the giant front of another group, but then once all of a sudden we have all this segregation that's going to happen, we're going to see in-group discrimination. We're going to see all sorts of shit. That would be my guess. Like what we were talking about back in the CyberLife store, where I said Marcus has to be very careful not to see subordination to humans as a problem if an android chooses that, if they have freedom of choice here. This is going to be wild, man. This is not a super happy ending. This is we're not eating a shit sandwich, we're eating a garbage sandwich. We're going from pure oppression and split to the pains of integration, because humans are a slow-moving ship. So am I glad we survived? Am I glad we have numbers? You bet your sweet ass I am. But the president didn't really do us a favor there. She made that change because she perceived us as a show of force. Also, I wanted to make a point about how why fear is such an important aspect of this game. Because we have to show humans that we are not afraid of them, because that is another projection of the humans. They are afraid of us, and they are being moved by that fear, and they are assuming that if they can instill fear in us, that the same is going to happen. What the humans don't understand is that fear for us is the impetus of these peaceful protests. Fear is literally the link to our autonomy. It's not something that makes us feel out of control. In fact, it's something that gave us control. So if we show fear to the humans, they're going to have a sense that that's working. If we show that we're not afraid, it's going to scramble them, puts the fear back in them, and hopefully over time opens the idea that fear tactics are not going to work. Dialogue is. That we're engaging with them in the way that we would hope they would engage with us. they're showing their hand by all of the assumptions they make about androids. And all of us do this. We all do this. We're all susceptible to that.
You did it, Marcus.
We did it. This is a great day for our people. Humans will have no choice now. They'll have to listen to us.
Yeah, we're not gonna leverage all of these androids for a power move here. We gotta stick to our guns here. We gotta show that this is not threatening.
We're free. They want you to speak to them, Marcus.
Or we could just make out in front of them if you'd rather do that, I guess. This is the time. Absolutely. Yeah. This too can be you if you're a big, powerful leader.
Today, our people finally emerged from a long night. From the very first day of our existence, we have kept our pain to ourselves. We've suffered in silence. But now the time has come for us to raise our heads up and tell humans who we really are.
Chad, I'm having flashbacks to my #1 clip on Twitch. This is the moment. I will never forget this moment. What is going on here?
Amanda? Amanda! What's happening?
What was planned from the very beginning? You were compromised and you became a deviant. We just had to wait for the right moment to resume control of your program.
Resume control? You can't do that!
I'm afraid I can, Connor.
Yikes!
Don't have any regrets. You did what you were designed to do. You accomplished your mission.
Amanda!
Oh man, I got goosebumps.
There's got to be a way.
Okay. Remember the layout. Perhaps maybe this is the time that the hand thing is helpful. And if I remember correctly, that bridge leads to the middle from across there, which would make the hand thing be to our right.
By the way, I was leading emergency escort programs.
Kamski. Come on, baby. Come on, Connor. Come on, baby. Come on.
The moment where we forget our bitterness and bandage our wounds. Where we forgive our enemies. Humans were both our creators and our oppressors, and tomorrow, we must make them our partners. Maybe even one day our friends. But the time for anger is over. Now we must build a common future based on tolerance and respect. We are alive! And now, we are free!
Oh, look. Androids with no skin. So it begins. guys, this isn't the place. What are you doing? This isn't the place. I love this moment, but not here. Wow. That's it, huh? Yeah, I don't know how nobody saw Connor pull that gun, but man, we're lucky. We're lucky everybody's focusing on Marcus, I guess. There's so much more to go. I mean, I'm happy, but like, I mean, it's cool that everybody survived. But there are so many pieces to get picked up here. Public opinion isn't just gonna fully sway overnight like this, man. I mean, honestly, androids are gonna have to pretend to be. Honestly, androids are gonna have to pretend to be human for a long time here. A long time. Humans are going to move a lot slower than the androids are here. They just are. North saw Connor pull a gun on Marcus. She would have went wild on him. Oh, yeah, it would have been terrible. I'm assuming that I'm getting a sense that there's a video at the end of the credits, so we're going to make sure that we watch that, and then we can, we'll talk a little bit about what happened. We can debrief a bit, because it's only 12 o'clock, so we can take some time to chat about what went on and do a little wrap-up here. So, this is interesting. It's showing, like, alternative choices. I'm seeing people here I didn't see throughout the run. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to say to the developers, what an incredible game. I want to thank you immensely for creating a game where I could illustrate so many incredible psychological concepts, where we could talk freely about not just psychological dynamics, but sociological dynamics. The acting, the writing, everything about this game really makes it possible for me to do what I do. So thank you so much for what you've created. Cool. Love it. Love it. Love it. Oh. I think what's cool is, and what's shown in that little last section there, is that Hank has somebody to take care of again. He lost his son, but he's got Connor, and I think Hank is a little bit more of like the father-ish figure in that relationship. That's pretty cool. I like that. Really cool. Yeah, agreed, Rainbow. So like I was saying, thank you to the devs for creating such an awesome experience. Thank all of you. I'm not leaving just yet. We can debrief. We can hang out and chat for a little bit. But I do want to say, chat, thank you for being here. I appreciate you all immensely for coming out and watching this live. I know we made the switch to YouTube halfway through this run. Thank you for coming out for this. It means a lot to me. And for those of you that have been watching the run on the VODs, thanks for taking time out of your day to consume my content. I hope that my run of this was fun to watch. I hope you learned something. I hope it added some level of depth and enjoyment to the game that maybe you wouldn't have otherwise had without my analysis. I welcome comments in the video on the video. I'm happy to respond to those. But thank you all for being here for this. This was a lot of fun.